Zombie Dogs is a member of the Hair of the Dogcast network. For access to episodes of this show every other week instead of once a month, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. Zombie Dogs. Greetings, friends, and welcome to another spooktastic episode of Zombie Dogs, your favorite podcast about Resident Evil, obscure facts, zombies, and bad Barry Burton impressions. My name is Brad.
I can't believe we're going to talk about Dick Aiken again. Oh, my name is Stoy.
Sorry. In bad stripper names category, we have Dick Aiken.
Dick Aiken, yes.
His name is Richard. My name
Whatever,
is
but his friends call him Dick.
Who's our writer in the Shed character?
Gary.
When Gary wrote,
yeah.
Gary's like, Dick Aiken.
He laughed. We're just going to call him Richard, though.
He laughed.
How do you get from Dick to Richard? Like, I
really don't know either, yeah.
It's like when your name's like James and people call you Jimmy. That also doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At least there's a J and an M.
You should be Jamie.
There's a Jim and an M, but Richard.
Jamie would make sense.
Yeah.
Jamie would make sense.
If you're James, it's like, yo, Jamie.
Yeah.
But you know how nicknames are. You start with Barry, and all of a sudden you're Big Papa.
I know. In middle school and high school, I was Smelly Melly and or Douchebag. So nicknames are tough.
Those make sense to me.
I was the Trojan man.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because my name. That's why I was like, I didn't actually care. I was like, hey, this is kind of cool, guys. You can keep calling me that. And they're like, wait a minute. That's not how bullying works.
And I have been trying to run away from B-Rad my entire life, and it is there behind me at every corner.
But that's kind of cool.
It's like It Follows.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
kind of cool, but it's not.
Yeah, I guess.
It's all right. It's all right.
Eventually you get over it.
Today on Zombie Dogs, we are not talking about a video game specifically. This is a certain category of episodes called Under the Umbrella, which is a half-assed pun I made one time, and it was good enough.
We're going to talk specifically only about rainy days and umbrellas and that one episode of How I Met Your Mother and that episode
Rihanna.
of Seinfeld about the twirling
You're
of
talking
the
about
umbrella.
Rihanna?
Singing in the
Rihanna.
rain.
Yeah.
No,
I love that movie.
we're not doing that.
Under
love
my
that movie.
umbrella.
It's okay.
Yes.
Ape.
So this is going to be a catch-all for everything else that was released from a certain time period that isn't the main series. This could be mobile games. This could be, as this episode, a lot of novels, novellas, and comic books. It can be TV shows. It can be canceled movies.
It's going to be a lot. There's a lot that's happened in the last couple of years here.
Well, and this covers 1996 through 1998. So
Yeah.
everything from Resident Evil 1 until before Resident Evil 3 is kind of our time frame. So March 22nd, 1996 is when Resident Evil 1 comes out. And then April that same year, we got a Resident Evil comic from Marvel. This was a single-issue comic released by Marvel as a prelude to the original Resident Evil, centering on STAR's Bravo team's ill-fated mission into the mountains. Now, a lot of this stuff will be just kind of the canon of what happened before, a little more like flavor to it. But some of it is additive, and a lot of the stuff that is just going to be the stuff we saw in the games, I kind of glossed over because I don't want us to recover Jill Sandwich 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But,
that's fair. That's fair.
Dick Aiken, poor guy. STARS member Richard Aiken frantically tries to contact headquarters as he flees from zombies in the Spencer mansion, reporting Dewey's death and Becky's disappearance before his radio is mysteriously damaged.
Do you think Dick Aiken has carpal tunnel?
I think that
His right arm seems to be stronger than his left.
Yeah, he probably gets a good workout.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he has Aiken elbow.
I bet you he's like the one person on the planet that pays for porn. Like,
how are you guys getting it for free?
Barry's like, I'll trade you my Disney, and what do you got in return? He's like, Brazzers, baby.
Now,
And he's
Tyler,
like, what are you
Tyler,
doing?
you know, though, this was 1996.
You had to pay for your porn in 1996.
If
Oh,
your
that's
older
true.
if your older brother had a magazine at a rock pile,
That is
you might
true.
have seen one.
Yeah. You had
my-
to check under your parents' bed for those Playboy magazines.
We found some weird tapes at my buddy David's house.
Yeah.
We found some shit at my buddy's house.
Dick Aiken, hiding in an upstairs room filled with statues. Richard accidentally triggers a gas trap while repairing the radio. He escapes into the attic thinking he's safe, only to be ambushed by the giant snake Yawn. Other events leading up to the game, with Wesker sabotaging the helicopter.
That's cool that Marvel made a comic, especially this early on in Resident Evil. Like, I know it was a huge success.
You have no idea what we're in for this episode.
I know, but
there is a 60 episode or 60 comic series, and it is the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but at this early on too, though.
Yeah,
like,
Capcom was really believing in it.
Yeah, Resident Evil came out a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. And not even at this point. This is like days after. Weeks.
Yeah.
But we're going to jump ahead to 1996, October. Resident Evil Dash, which is a canceled project.
Sounds like a cell phone game.
It does sound like Super Mario Run or something.
What,
right?
you guys don't have phones?
Yeah.
You play as Dick Aiken running to the bathroom. Turns out there's no bathroom in the whole mansion.
It's just buried, passed out.
There really isn't. There's like one bathroom in the whole mansion.
Yep.
Can you imagine that? Like 7 bedrooms, 1 bath mansion.
And there's a bar at the other end of the mansion.
Yeah, with a piano.
Throwing parties.
People are pissing in those bushes somewhere on the way to
That's
the
what the pool was full of.
Piss.
Was just piss.
That's why you had to drain it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's why I'm going to cranks to drain the fountain after they're done.
Yeah.
In the development of Resident Evil, the team at Planning Room 2
That's
had
Gary's team.
Yes, in the warehouse, just staring at the wall, thinking about life. Planning Room 2 had to cut out a considerable portion of the game to reach the release date, something the developers regretted significantly. Whereas the Resident Evil 2 project moved to an urban setting, Dash was to return to what remained of the mansion, the game pitched by Yoshiki Akamoto.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah.
Getting there. Would have reused existing environment assets from Resident Evil, but modified to appear damaged. In the proposed setting, it would be around the year 2001, by which what remained of the mansion had been taken over by irregular mutants from the surrounding forest, such as giant spiders and lizards.
What if we go back to the mansion in Resident Evil Requiem?
I think that would be the end of the game. You do all the stuff in the city, and there's one final thing. we have to do.
You got to go back to the mansion. You got to go back to where it all started. Oh my god!
That'd be pretty dope.
And Dick Aiken is
And
there.
Dick Aiken is there.
And I'm a worm.
Thank God you're here. I'm all out of Jergens and Sarah V.
I think Spencer's making a return. Oswald.
Oh, I was going to say the chain store and the malls. No, they're going down.
Yeah, Spencer's coming back, dude.
Do you want a graphic tee with Bugs Bunny on it and a dildo? Well, I got a place for you.
There might be a weird sex section.
You want
in the
penis
back.
straws? We got them.
I'm here to look at the coffee mug, sir. We got dildos.
I just need plugs. You put dildos in your ears. Dash was ultimately abandoned a very short time after it was pitched in order to focus on Resident Evil 2, and it's uncertain if anyone was assigned to the project beyond Akamoto himself.
He probably was the one who made this Wikipedia entry, too.
Yeah.
It would have been
Just
super
like I gotta
cool.
put this in.
People agreed it would have been awesome.
The general idea for a follow-up was revisited several more times over the next year, including a rejected final act to Resident Evil 2 and a rejected extra story mode for the Saturn Resident Evil port.
All these opportunities.
It's good, though. We can still go back to the mansion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, eventually do. So in May of 1997, next year, we got The Tragedy of Makoba Village, which was a radio play. Kind of odd when you think about it now, because with the, everyone podcasting nowadays.
It would be a podcast.
Yeah, it would be a podcast.
How did they convince Orson Welles to do this?
Yeah. Attention, everyone. Over the course of 1997, Capcom responded to the long-term delay of Resident Evil 2 by focusing on new promotions and releases to maintain fan interest in the emerging franchise. It was funny because, the time between Resident Evil 1 and 2 was 2-3 years. Which to us now, that's like nothing.
But to back then?
Back then, yeah.
That is a lot back then.
We need those are rookie numbers. You need to pump those numbers up.
Can we get a radio play or something?
Yeah, right. We need to fill the void here.
There would be 35 Elder Scrolls radio plays at this point.
One of them is just people screaming. It's not even
I forgot about this. The Tragedy of Makoba Village aired on the weekly TBS radio show Gamers Paradise. Rumi and Marina Knock is Useless, which aired from... which aired from 1:30 to 2 a.m. on Monday. The show aired from the 5th of May to the 23rd of June.
The idea of staying up late and listening to a spooky radio show, and you can only listen to it late. It's not like you can listen to a podcast in your car. I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
There was one in Denver when I worked overnights at Southwest Airlines, and some nights, your planes would get canceled. So like I'd get there at 10 p.m. By like 2 o'clock, it'd be like, you can go home if you want, or you can sit on the clock because it's a union job. But if I drove home at roughly this time, every night there was a spooky radio show that I would listen to. And I worked at the Denver airport, so it was perfect because it's super spooky there and it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It hits different at night.
Yeah.
Unsolved Mysteries as a kid, late at night, which was like 10 p.m. Shit my pants.
Is there really a secret military base underneath the Denver airport that has been covered up by the government?
It is expansive under there. I've been driving. I drove tugs down there. Like I used to be the baggage handler.
Hell yeah.
It's miles of tunnels. Miles.
Wow. I knew there was something down there.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyway, so the premise of the show, which was based in the Arklay Mountain Range in July 1998, stars officer Jill Valentine cancels her vacation after a rash of murders near Raccoon City. Driving through the Arklay Mountains, she's caught in a crash when a truck hits her car. The dying driver warns her to avoid Makoba Village, called it a cursed area.
I like that next to Raccoon City is Makoba Village.
Yeah.
Who's naming these villages over
And
here?
it's in
This is
Missouri,
America.
apparently.
This is America.
It's in Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stranded Jill reaches the isolated, decaying village. The village. I mean, it's not like a village by Japanese standards. It's American village.
I don't know. I've been to the South. Sometimes a village is just a couple
And
trailers.
he said, I'm going to take you to my village.
Yeah.
What's a village?
There's
Anyway.
9 trailers and 4 churches and 1 McDonald's. That's a village.
And 10 teeth.
Yep. That's a village in the South.
Oh, that's Carl's teeth. Decaying village and immediately senses something is wrong. At a funeral led by Reverend Harvey Simmons, the villagers treat her with suspicion. When local officer Robert Gregg, with 2 G's, suddenly attacks her, revealing decaying flesh, Jill kills him, confirming a sinister presence. Recovering in the church, she learns from Simmons that the villagers believe in a curse tied to the feast of Saint... Ooh. This is a tough one. Havoihe.
I like that pronunciation. That's way better than anything I would have done.
I was going to say Havahe.
Havoihe?
That's better than mine
Havoihe.
too. I would have a hedge.
I think I added...
Havahej.
Hav-
Havahej.
Havoihe.
Okay.
don't know.
Havoy. Whatever.
Sounds Jewish?
I like this though.
Yeah.
A village with like some zombie-like things and an old like ancient religion church.
Ancient cult,
This gives me 4 vibes,
Yeah.
8 vibes.
I can imagine if
This all sounds like Silent Hill because now it ends with the bridge out of town is destroyed, trapping her there. This is Silent Hill.
this reminds me a lot. If anybody's ever seen or listened to the podcast, Alice Isn't Dead. It is
No.
an incredible podcast. It's very spooky, very creepy. I didn't listen to the 2nd season because I fell out of it and it took forever. But it's by the same guys who made Welcome to Night Vale, which is a great podcast.
Okay, cool.
But it's a very spooky, like narrative-driven kind of thing.
You're into those narrative-driven podcasts, huh?
They are the best.
Yeah.
I fucking love them.
Yeah, cool.
I highly recommend Alice Isn't Dead. Continue.
I wonder if we could get scripts of this.
Oh,
Radio
I'm
show.
sure you can.
There's got to be somewhere.
I edited these things down as much as possible.
Yeah. So at Reverend Simmons' church, as night falls, zombies assault the village. Jill and a few survivors, including Simmons and the village chief, barricade themselves in the church. Jill discovers a 1924 newspaper just randomly sitting out, linking Simmons' ancestor to a satanic cult in the region. In an underground crypt, Simmons confesses he moved to the village to redeem the cultists, but has failed. Man, this is wild. Soon the truth emerges. Decades later, villagers drank the blood of a rare snake during a feast, believing it holy, but it transforms them into zombies. Simmons reveals he's Toby and Lorraine's father and part of the same ritual. He mutates into a monster, forcing Jill to kill him. As the undead break in, she sets a timed petrol bomb and escapes with the children through a tunnel to a hidden boat.
I found the script.
You found the
See?
script?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
There's a whole website that is really fucking cool, and it's got like artwork and stuff with it too, and then a transcript of what the radio show said.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go ahead and post it in the Discord real quick.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Wonderful. The church explodes, wiping out all the zombies. Nice. Jill, Toby, and Lorraine flee downriver toward Raccoon City as the army later seals off Makoba Village under mysterious corporate investigation.
Very curious.
This is a
cool.
wild. No, it's I mean, I'm getting Silent Hill vibes out of this because of like it's like a ancient cult drinking the blood of a snake, and then a 1924 newspaper.
I mean, I get Resident Evil Village vibes as someone who's never played Silent Hill. I get a lot of 4 and 8 vibes here.
They could turn this into that would be cool if they turned this into maybe DLC or something like that.
Well, it's impossible canon at this point.
Yeah,
Because the zombies came from somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
But it is a cool little artifact.
It really is.
And I think that it kind of foreshadows where they were thinking it might be heading with some of the zombie stuff.
Yeah.
In May of 1997, a movie almost happens.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is the Alan McElroy movie. He's known for Spawn and Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
I like the Spawn movie. I liked it.
I like John Leguizamo.
Yeah. And Michael... who played Spawn? What's his name?
Oh, dude, I can't remember his
Michael
name.
B. Jordan.
Michael
Jordan.
Jai White.
Yes.
He turned down the role of Jax in Mortal Kombat 2 to play as Spawn, which ultimately was probably the best decision he's ever made in his career.
I think a horse apiece, maybe.
My uncle let me watch
Mortal
Spawn as a
Kombat
kid.
2
My
was an
mom
awful
pissed.
movie. Did you watch it?
Annihilation is a whole lot of fun.
What? Anyway, moving on.
Yes, written by Alan B. McElroy. When Constantine Film bought the live-action film rights to Resident Evil, they had envisioned a by-the-books action film loosely inspired by Resident Evil, then the only release in the series. McElroy was hired on by producer Robert Kulzer in 1997, and he explained his story to Starlog magazine in mid-1997, describing how it would be a strategic rescue team that has to go to a medical research facility. Something's gone wrong. Though Kusler liked the script, the release of Resident Evil 2 in early 1998 convinced him the film would quickly become dated, with McElroy unable to successfully pitch an original alternative story. The plot for that film, in the Arklay Mountains of Pennsylvania, this actually says Pennsylvania, which is not what we had theorized. Park rangers discovered a destroyed campsite covered in blood but with no bodies. They're attacked by unseen creatures, prompting the U.S. military to take over the case and deploy STAR's B team. After landing, the team is ambushed and wiped out, leaving Captain Albert Wesker as the only survivor. Under Department of Defense orders, Wesker assembles a replacement A team composed of disgraced ex-military operatives. We need to get the best we can. We're going to get
We're going to send our top team.
The top team is dead, so now we're getting everyone else. And subtle rewrites, Chris Redfield, discharged for insubordination. Jill Valentine, a reckless former LAPD bomb tech.
Don't like that.
She's a master of lockpicking, not bomb disarming.
She's graceful.
Yeah.
Barry Burton is just Wesker's troubled friend.
Oh,
I got
the alcoholic old guy.
I got an alcoholic we can use. He has a gun.
Knocking him down a peg a little bit.
He's got to
Played
get
by Nicolas
Powerful
Cage.
against living things.
Yeah, it's great against living things.
What if they had Nick Cage in a mullet for Barry Burton?
I'm very disappointed. In,
Nick Cage could have played any character in this.
I would
in
have
this
loved
lineup,
his
yeah.
turn as Jill Valentine.
It would have been great. Rebecca Chambers playing basketball. Joseph Frost, the pilot and second in command, and Brad Vickers, replaced by an imposter named Mike, searching for his girlfriend Rebecca. They infiltrate the lab. You understand there's going to be zombies, there's going to be running, there's going to be hijinks. Chris and Jill uncover that Wesker's true mission was to steal a T-134 sample. Their team was expendable. Meanwhile, Wesker learns the mutants are intelligent and working with the Department of Defense as part of a super soldier experiment.
No.
He mutates into a tyrant, retaining his mind but gaining monstrous strength.
No.
But maybe.
I looked up what the most popular rock song in that month and year was in Pennsylvania. Because
In
it probably
Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Okay.
in specifically Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And it was Monkey Wrench by the Foo Fighters.
That would have been the theme song.
Which
of the
I
movie.
imagine would have been like at the beginning of the movie, them driving there, and then like somebody hits the radio, and it's like just Dave Grohl immediately.
The camera pans out wide of them just like driving in the mountains.
Don't wanna
Be your monkey ranch.
Resident Evil.
Doesn't
Doesn't fit at all.
Yeah.
Is he drinking already? Shut up. This is strong for living things.
I'm my troubled friend. I'm a troubled friend.
Wesker says I'm all right.
You can't talk to me that way.
She can't talk to me like that. That's not okay.
Is this guy ever going to take his sunglasses off?
It's really dark out.
In 1997, July 25th, we have the dumbest name for anything in the history of names. Biohazard, the true story behind Biohazard.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's like, what are we doing here? It's like Rise of the Planet of... what is the stupid Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Planet
sequel?
of the Apes, Rise of the Planet
No,
of the Apes.
it's Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
And then there's one that's stupid.
there's
It's
like Fall of the Planet of the Apes.
There's one that's stupid.
They're all stupid. The movies are fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Yeah.
Promotional book distributed as a giveaway for pre-ordering the Sega Saturn version of the original Resident Evil.
All the two people that pre-ordered it. No one had a Sega Saturn at this time.
It includes George Trevor's notes. The removal of George Trevor from the game is described as a last-moment removal when it was decided that they represented a dead issue towards the end. Its purpose was to create a bigger sense of mystery that the player would find his writings and try to solve it. It was also to explain why a mansion would come with some traps, it being Trevor's signature. So now that's actually cool.
We'll talk more about that when we talk about the Resident Evil HD remake.
Now, Trevor, we want you to do the mansion. You got to promise not to do the trap thing in this one.
But we're hiring you because you're really good at traps, but we
It's-
don't want you to do it.
It's my signature.
Yeah.
Trevor, we looked at the blueprints for what you're doing, and the keys exist. Why are you still using seals?
Exactly.
And I know that floor moves. I saw the mechanism underneath it. when
Why
they were
do you
pouring
have
concrete.
poison gas flooding the statue room? Why?
What does the toilet flusher do?
It's a bomb.
And he just smiles.
It's a bomb.
I'm not going to tell you.
Biohazard: The Beginning. This is a novella serving as a prelude to the game in which Chris Redfield investigates the disappearance of a missing friend. This received a standalone release by Capcom USA through a mail order and an offer on their website.
Who got these?
Sure.
The
Who got
novella
these?
is located below.
Is this the novella?
This is the novella.
Okay, all right, here we go. Because I'm like, how can I get this?
On eBay for probably $400.
Yeah, I'll have to look. Are you looking?
I'm going to look it up.
You're,
Yes.
you're on
I'm
it?
slowly
Okay,
just
cool.
becoming Jamie.
Good look.
Okay,
Good
all right.
luck. Look
Bring
it
me
up.
up,
Hey,
Jamie.
Jamie, look that up for me, and I'm just going to keep reading. Okay, so
Do the author name. It'll help you with Resident Evil, the book.
by Horyuki Ariga. Chris Redfield is awakened by a late night phone call from his supposedly dead friend, Billy Rabbitson. Really? Okay. A former Umbrella researcher, Billy insists he survived the plane crash staged to make him disappear and knows the real cause of the recent Raccoon City murders. He asks Chris to meet him at Victory Lake. On his way there, Chris encounters a mangled woman and a massive, unkillable dog-like creature that kills another driver before disappearing. Chris arrives late to Victory Park and finds no sign of Billy, only Billy's necklace. Proof he's alive. Returning to the earlier attack scene, he's questioned by Chief Brian Irons, who dismisses his story about a monstrous dog.
There's a dog.
Nothing short of perfection. At the STARS office, tensions rise. I just love that line that he said, like the way he delivers it in Resident Evil 2. I'm sorry. At the STARS office, tensions rise as Captain Wesker refuses to deploy the teams without Irons' approval, despite the growing death toll. Jill Valentine pushes Chris to share what he knows, but he hides Billy's involvement. Chris investigates Umbrella, posing as executor of Billy's estate to access company
Does
information.
he go in there with
this
a
is
Swedish-
a really in-depth. Yeah.
Does he go to the Swedish accent? I'm the executive of the will.
I demand all paperwork.
I'm a Swedish plumber.
At Umbrella's Raccoon City HQ, he questions an executive about the plane crash and missing passengers. A newspaper article portrays Chris as an incompetent officer soon after he's attacked in his home by a decaying zombie-like intruder, which he kills because it's Chris Redfield. Jill arrives and confronts him about his erratic behavior and Wesker's warning call. Realizing they're both at risk, Chris agrees to tell her the truth if she helps him investigate Umbrella off the record.
Now, this is all before the game,
This really is.
which I hate because
Yeah.
they're fighting zombies beforehand.
Yeah. And
I hate it when things sequels or prequels fuck up.
this is like an immediate prequel. Did you find anything?
Yeah, you can buy it online for like $44.
Oh. Okay.
It's hard to tell though
Is it-
what's the real one because
Yeah.
it's either the Resident Evil the book, Biohazard the beginning, Resident Evil the book, or I did find one that just says Biohazard.
Did you look up the author?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay.
The one that I believe is by the author is $44, but you can also find it on Goodreads apparently.
You can also just read it for free online.
Yeah, I did
But
find
that's
a
not good
transcript.
enough for Stoy.
No, it's not. I feel like I want something physical in my, I want this physically in my collection. Anyway, Chris and Jill search Billy's mountain cabin and are attacked by zombies. Billy appears and helps them fight, but is fatally wounded. Before dying, he confesses that he worked at a lab developing the T-virus, which created the undead. He warns that Umbrella faked his death and planted evidence to lure Chris into danger. Chris and Jill escape as the cabin is overrun. Back at STAR's headquarters, communication with Bravo team is lost during their mission to the Northwest Mountains. Chris finally tells Wesker and the others the truth about the zombies and Umbrella's involvement. Wesker orders Alpha Team, including Chris, Jill, and pilot Brad Vickers, to investigate the last known Bravo Team location. They fly to the Arklay Mountains and land near an old mansion, hearing eerie groans from within. The start of the mansion incident.
Yeah. This is a problematic book.
I mean, I don't know, is this officially canon or not? I gotta imagine it's not.
None of this is canon. This is like Star Wars rules, where if it isn't a movie, it doesn't count. So
Right.
if they're not in the games explicitly,
So you're telling me the books in the Star Wars universe don't matter?
no. Actually, there are some that are canon now,
Right.
according to the new Disney
A
verse.
lot of stuff was not canon anymore after
And they just said, it's canon now.
Like recent trilogy.
Okay.
Yes. So none of this you're going to hear today is canon. It's just fun.
I like the idea of it being in Pennsylvania though. It's kind of a bummer.
I kind of likened it to be. I always thought like Raccoon
not-
City was in Ohio. At least
Pennsylvania
I
is
was-
not Midwest.
No, not
So
really.
so
No,
that's
it's
why
too
it
far
can't be,
east.
and because
Yeah.
they've said it's Midwest in the games.
I'm gonna say I like Ohio. Can
Yeah.
we just make it Ohio?
If you want to,
Because I hate Ohio.
I'm not a fan of Ohio either.
Yeah, fuck Ohio.
burn it down.
Anyway,
Unless you're listening to us in Ohio, then
Thank you.
I'm sure it's a lovely
We
place.
love your state.
so little known fact: Resident Evil 2 comes out in January 21st of 1998.
Yes.
Yeah.
To keep us on the timeline, also in 1998, this one's fun. We got our first haunted house attraction based on the series.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
This one's called Biohazard Nightmare. Capcom and Toei began discussing plans for a haunted house attraction around the time of Resident Evil 2's release, and by June they had settled on there being 2 haunted houses in operation simultaneously, with one in Osaka and another in Kanto. Throughout the 1990s, Expoland held haunted house attractions in the summer months, refurbishing each year to remain new each season. Unlike traditional haunted house attractions, including dark rides, Expoland uses live actors in costumes and prosthetics who would chase guests around. Perfect.
So
Yeah.
these guys walked so Halloween Horror Nights could run.
Yes. You know that weird guy at Six Flags doing the dance?
Yeah.
You can thank this attraction for starting it.
So we're saying that the Venga Boys is canon to the Resident Evil universe.
That is canon.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That
the
is
Venga bus
confirmed.
is coming. Okay.
That is Barry's least favorite song. It's in his bio.
But it's such a bop.
He hates it, though.
It's such a bop, though.
It reminds him of his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, poor Barry.
Capcom and Toei reached an agreement to refurbish their haunted house to be Resident Evil themed and remain open under a 12-month license for an anticipated 700,000 visitors, with the event open from July 18th, 1998 through September 15th of the following year. Marketed as the first 2-story haunted house in Japan and was based in the Spencer Mansion and the Arklay Laboratory, with visitors expected to navigate around the interior.
Do you actually pronounce it laboratory like in real life?
I just did. And this is real life.
Okay, all right. But I'm just saying, like in normal conversation, do you actually pronounce it laboratory?
Sometimes it's chocolate, sometimes it's chocolat.
Okay, all right.
I do say aluminium sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I lived in New Zealand, so I actually have an excuse for saying aluminium.
That's
They
true.
say garage instead of garage.
I like that,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Laboratory.
And garage.
You prefer laboratory?
I prefer laboratory
I like laboratory.
because I like to add an R after the B. Labratory.
Labracadabra.
Laboratory.
Well, the haunted house, as an indoor event, Nightmare included a lobby for visitors to wait for their turn, as the small party sizes would mean waits as long as 40 minutes. As entertainment, the colorized director's cut version of the Resident Evil opening would play on the screen.
Oh,
You'd have to
man.
watch it for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Just on repeat.
This is where you just start, enunciating the whole thing. No, don't go.
As part of the attraction itself, visitors would be partnered up with the STARS officer, possibly dressed as Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, who would lead them around the Spencer Mansion and possibly to the laboratory, which houses the Tyrant.
You're probably right. It
that'd
is
be a-
laboratory. I mean, the way it's spelled.
No, it's potato. They're both right.
Yeah, I suppose.
But somebody got the job of acting as the Tyrant and got to wear prosthetics, and I'm jealous of that person.
Yeah.
Before the start, visitors would be advised to scream stars if having a panic attack, as zombie actors were trained to break character and to let them leave in peace if you yelled stars. Zombie actors were required
Safe
not
word.
to actually touch visitors, only to appear as though they might.
So they have to scream stars if they're too scared, right?
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, if you had like a safe word in like sex or something, it would be the equivalent of yelling like deeper.
Stars-
Like, you're
stars
gonna
is
say
actually my
stars
sex
at
safe
the
word, by the way.
Resident
Yeah.
Evil fucking haunted house.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It needs to be something like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, like Dick Aiken.
Dick Aiken. I don't know. I feel like
He's
one
not here
syllable
right
is
now.
enough. One syllable it needs to be.
Stars.
Stars.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
It's like picking a word that people are actually going to say, so then people are confused.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a Resident Evil haunted house, though.
That is cool.
Zombies
This is not
work-
the first time they've done it, or this is not the last time they've done it.
No, they
Yeah.
will do many, but
Yes.
it's zombies are best as people in makeup. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
I did not realize how big of a phenomenon this game was, especially right at the start. I did not realize that it was like this critically.
Well, this is after the
successful.
first game. So after the first
Which
game,
is wild.
and this is like at the second game. So this is when it is the biggest fucking PlayStation 1 release.
I didn't realize it was that big. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They believed in their product.
Jumping to January 31st, 1998, we got Biohazard, The Wicked North Sea, which is a light novel written by Kiru Asakura.
Nice.
I'm getting.
Yeah. Cute.
It's because I'm playing Ghost of Yotai right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like learning how to like say names.
I can't believe you're still wearing a samurai sword as you're sitting in this chair, too.
Dude, it's hard to take off. I tied it too tight.
Yeah.
Published on January 31st, 1998 by Shuenisha for their Jump J Books line. The novel is set on an island in the North Sea known as Gadawell, which is used for a secret bioweapons research by the Beardsley family, a noble family who were part of the same circle of noblemen that founded the Umbrella Pharmaceuticals Company.
The Beardsleys.
I always like the lore behind who actually founded the Umbrella Pharmaceutical Company. Bunch of noblemen sitting around like,
We're on the North Sea. We have an island with the Beardsleys.
Oh, we are quite dapper, aren't we? No guffawing, no
build an
guffawing.
underground laboratory
Get out of here, servants.
No guffawing, I have said this.
with 20 levels, and let's kill all the workers afterwards.
Would you like to smush the servants in the kitchen with the moving floor?
Our twins are actually just one person wearing a wig.
They had no idea.
Anyway,
The plot is as follows. Former Special Air Service operative Norse Chirac.
yep.
What name is that? Norse
Yep.
Chirac?
Norse Kyrak, maybe, but Norse is not a bad name.
Is the last C silent? Chirac.
Either way, Norse is a cool name.
That's cool.
Norse
yeah.
is a cool name.
Yeah.
But Norse Chirac is dismissed from the British Army after refusing to kill a teenage IRA fighter during a failed hostage mission. Seeking peace, he drifts across Europe and arrives in Gadawell, a fog-shrouded Norwegian island once devastated by Umbrella Pharmaceuticals experiments. There, he meets students Kate and Rain, who are visiting Rain's uncle Bale. When Bale is missing, they stay in his empty home. That night, Norse hears an unnatural cry and glimpses a silver-haired, inhuman woman roaming the cliffs.
You need to get your voice more higher pitched. There you go. It's woman.
I'm
Yeah.
a woman with silver hair.
I'm old Greg. The next morning, Kate vanishes, and Norse and Rain begin searching for her. They discover a film crew on the island's west side. What? They discover a film crew on the west side of the island whose members behave like trained soldiers under a blonde commander. The search leads them to a derelict Umbrella laboratory where they're attacked by reanimated corpses. Fleeing into the woods, they are separated. Rain is briefly rescued by Bale, while Norse once again encounters the silver-haired maiden creature. I threw maiden in there because it was like
Yeah.
just a little bit spicy.
It's probably appropriate.
Flavor text.
A local named Paul, only normal name on the island.
Yep.
What the heck you guys doing here?
My name's Paul.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This is a bad island. You guys should leave.
So a local named Paul warns Norse to leave the island and arranges to meet him at the lighthouse the next morning.
Why are they waiting till the next day?
You should leave right now.
We should leave right now. No, we can wait till tomorrow.
I'll tell
I'm
you
a
what,
little sleepy. Let's do it tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, buddy. You should probably get out of here. It's pretty rough down here, but I got a couple cold hams in the garage if you want to polish them off real quick.
It's getting late. I can't really go right now.
Really great Norwegian
He's from
accent.
the Midwest, and he says garage and aluminium.
Aluminium
Yeah.
and laboratory.
And laboratory is what he says.
Laboratory in the lab. Yep. I'm picking up everything this novella is putting down so far.
I'm following.
I like this.
Yes. It's got a little Shutter Island vibe.
Yeah, a little bit, a little Silent Hill vibe with the shrouded fucking city
All
thing.
fogs. There's
Yeah.
there's a silver-haired maiden.
Dude, and there's a lighthouse, dude. I get so
Lighthouse.
hard
There's
with
always a
lighthouses.
lighthouse.
Yep.
When Norse and Rain arrive, Paul is shot dead and Bale fatally wounded.
I'm dying now.
I'm dying now.
Thank God I drank those hams.
They would have went bad.
There's two more in the fridge.
Two more in the fridge.
Go and get 'em.
Norse.
Shotgun them for me.
My dying wish.
Bale's fatally wounded reveals the truth. Umbrella has restarted its T-virus research on Gadawell.
No.
Before dying, he gives Norse his pistol and urges him to protect Rain, crush the hams in the garage,
crush
and
those two.
follow the trail of clues. Norse and Rain explore the old Umbrella complex, discovering secret tunnels that connect to Beardsley Castle.
You cannot come in our castle.
We're aristocrats.
The drawbridge is up, you must swim.
Beardsley's only.
Home of the island's aristocratic rulers. They glimpse the blonde director now, in quotes, director.
She becomes a director?
Oh, no, this is the
film crew.
The film crew, yeah,
okay,
the
got it,
lady.
all right.
I was thinking of the silver-haired maiden ghost creature thing. So they glimpse the blonde director from before, and they realize she's responsible for Bale and Paul's deaths.
Warp, warp.
That night, Norse and Rain receive a formal invitation to dine at the castle with the Countess Mylene Beardsley.
Beardsley.
Would you like to have some soup with us later?
I'm an enigmatic matriarch.
I only drink Aperol Spritz.
You've never had it?
Darling, hand me a cobblers.
Paul drank hams. We drink spaghettis in this household.
Yes.
Who touched my spaghetti?
So Mylene Beardsley, the island's enigmatic matriarch. During the dinner, they find themselves among corporate figures tied to Umbrella. Mylene's knowledge of Norse's classified military history alarms him, proving her access to Umbrella's internal data. Rain is abducted and shown footage of Norse's fight for survival along with her friend Katie's mutilated remains.
Yeah.
Norse reaches the underground lab where the Countess reveals herself as a genetically engineered genius whose brain is cybernetically linked to the internet.
To the internet.
Wow. This is where we're going.
All of internet on my brain.
I close my eyes and I,
I
watch
am the
PewDiePie.
internet. Yeah.
No, this is 1998.
So there's no PewDiePie.
I don't think
No,
PewDiePie
but like,
was even born
But just
yet.
like the concept of the internet was like still like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just closes her eyes and she sees the Space Jam website.
Yep. She's checking out your GeoCities page.
I can see your MySpace.
She is considered Umbrella's perfect creation. She plans to overthrow Umbrella itself. Her failed clone, Melania.
So there's Mylene and Mylenia. I like this is already getting into Code Veronica territory too.
Yeah. I see the connections.
Noble families, weird clones, peoples, family stuff. I like it. I like that you can see what's going to be
Yeah.
coming later, ideas explored.
Let's take this and put it here.
Her failed clone is actually the silver-haired woman who attacks Norse, and chaos erupts when Gilliam betrays and then deletes Mylene from Umbrella's systems.
I don't know if that means he deleted the internet from her brain.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
He cleared
what
her
does that mean?
cache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wiped her browser history.
Took away all her cookies.
No more cookies.
She's like, fuck, I had so many passwords saved. I don't remember what I used.
I can't get into my accounts.
Yeah.
This is a problem. My bookmarks are gone.
Try Ada Wong.
Norse kills Mylene and escapes with Rain, but their helicopter crashes in the forest. Gilliam, Seeking revenge for losing his promotion and Maylene's research data, hunts them down. Suddenly, Melania, the silver-haired clone, now speaking with Maylene's voice, returns and kills Gilliam. In a final desperate battle, Norse uses an anchor and Storm's power to drag Melania into the whirlpool, destroying her, as Gladwell burns behind them. Norse and Rain sail away into the sunrise, leaving the island and Umbrella's horror behind them. That sounds
such a nice,
pretty
happy
dope.
story. Yeah.
This is cool.
This is
like
actually
that.
pretty cool. Yeah.
A standalone story that doesn't like intrude on the games is what I kind of want from a novel.
Right. It didn't retell a lot of the lore that already happened at this point.
I generally don't like the S.D. Perry novels that I have read, but they're clunky. Mm-hmm. The original ones are the ones that work better for me, but I think this is all pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a pretty cool story, too.
This is just pre-code Veronica.
I'm going to save these notes.
Please.
And I'm going to probably look all this stuff up
Yeah.
at some point. So, in 1998, the master of zombie movies, George A. Romero, wanted to make a Resident Evil movie, or at least he was pegged. He was the best guy for the job, I think, at the time. And unfortunately, this movie never saw the light of day. So George Romero, an American director and screenwriter universally known for his 1968 film Night of the Living Dead and its subsequent sequels, was hired by Capcom to direct a live-action trailer for Resident Evil 2. Following positive reception, he accepted an offer to write and direct Constantine Films' Resident Evil film after Alan McElroy's... McElroy, you said, right?
Either.
Okay. I see it as McElroy, but you're probably right. McElroy is departure.
I think it's pronounced laboratory.
They're really,
After the laboratory's departure.
they are really cooking with the two directors that they used to make this first movie. Like, even though it didn't get made, I can't really off the top of my head because I was just a young gun back then. Think of anybody better than George A. Romero, but
Yeah.
seeing Spawn's DNA too in a Resident Evil film would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing about George Romero is his movies, his zombie movies were always kind of more humanistic in nature, where it's like
Exploring an idea of humanity.
Exactly. The zombies are almost like an afterthought. You're witnessing like the downfall of humans and groups of humans in these certain scenarios. It was always an interesting.
Humans are the monsters.
Exactly. The zombies were in us the whole time. Romero's screenplay took inspiration from the original Resident Evil game and included concepts from the Japanese story notes, such as the tyrant having an animal heart grafted into its chests.
It was a giraffe heart.
Before
Yes.
they just started growing hearts and eyeballs. So let's come up with
Let's
something.
put an eyeball on his shoulder. One of the producers was unwilling to finance the film that could not be shown in cinemas or on television in his own country. Other drafts were made, and it all fell through.
I mean, that makes sense for him.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not going to be aired in your country, I could see being like, well, money is the point.
How about
Yeah.
have some fucking balls?
Right, yeah. So
Crazy they wouldn't air it.
the plot of the movie is in the mountains of Pennsylvania. Ugh,
We're back
there's
again.
Pennsylvania again. You know what? Let's change it. Mountains of Ohio.
This movie never got made. We can do whatever we want.
Mountains of Ohio.
The rugged
Ohio, do
terrain
you
of
have
Ohio.
It's just the landfills in Ohio.
in the landfills of Ohio,
There's a
Dr. John Marcus of the Umbrella Corporation reports a viral contamination at a hidden lab before being killed by his infected coworkers. The infection spreads beyond containment, triggering a series of violent animal attacks in nearby forests. At his ranch near Raccoon City, Chris Redfield, Mohawk owner of the ranch.
He is a Mohawk Native American in this script, which I support.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
I like that. So maybe this
Probably
isn't in
played by a
Ohio.
white guy knowing the times, though.
Oh,
Well,
I totally misheard you. I thought it was just Chris Redfield with a mohawk.
No. This is Nicolas Cage playing a Mohawk Native American warrior
Yeah.
ranch owner.
Now, did he play a Native American in Wind Talkers?
Oh, I see strange creatures stalking. No, he didn't.
He didn't. He could speak.
He could speak it. Well, no, he was just a guard. He was just protecting the Navajo.
He couldn't speak Navajo.
I
He
don't
was
think
the
so.
white savior.
Yeah,
of
he was the
Navajo
white,
people.
because every movie needs its white savior.
You know that was John Woo.
I've never seen it.
I just
That
found
was a John Woo
That was
movie,
a
yeah.
John
Yeah.
Woo movie.
Yeah, it
I
was,
just found
yeah.
that out this
Yeah.
week.
Hate
Yeah,
him.
that was. What? Face Off?
I stand by my statement.
Face Off?
Mission Impossible 2?
Mission Impossible 2 is a great movie.
You haven't seen it in a while.
Anyway, at his ranch near Raccoon City, we talked about Chris Redfield, who's a Mohawk, owner of the ranch, spots a strange creature stalking his horses. That night, his worker, Rake, is slaughtered by unseen beasts. As emergency alerts go out, the U.S. Army and local authorities begin evacuations. Colonel Albert Wesker, commander of the STARS unit, sends Bravo team, led by Jill Valentine, to investigate the Arclay Mansion, the suspected outbreak site. Barry Burton is described as a muscular black man,
Fuck yeah, he is.
as big as a grizzly with the heart of a teddy bear. They're ambushed by mutated creatures, and Jill becomes the lone survivor when her tracker is swallowed by one of them. Wesker dispatches Alpha Team to rescue Bravo and uncovers the truth. Chris, searching for answers after discovering his ranch is destroyed, joins the mission. The team's helicopter lands near the mansion, where they are immediately attacked by monstrous dogs, killing Joseph Frost. Poor Joseph. He just can't get a break.
Joey Freeze is dead.
There's a million universes, and Joey Frost dies in all of them.
Every single one.
And Dick is always aching.
Yeah. And his right arm is always stronger than his left.
Yes.
Inside the mansion, the group splits up to search for survivors, because that's what you do. Chris, Barry, and Jill discover decayed bodies and realize the dead are all rising. Jill confronts Wesker, suspecting he's concealing Umbrella's involvement. Chris destroys a giant plant creature, and evidence mounts that the mansion is Umbrella's hidden bioweapons lab. Wesker admits it's a test site for a virus that turns hosts into monsters. He uses a dead man switch tied to a self-destruct bomb, forcing the team to continue deeper underground. In the lower labs, the team battles acid traps and mutant plants. They meet Ada Wong here. It's interesting.
A muscular black man.
Exactly. A surviving Umbrella researcher who reveals the virus was engineered as a weapon. Wesker and Barry find the Tyrant, Umbrella's ultimate bioweapon. The heart on the outside of the Tyrant is that of a rhinoceros.
Oh, dude, I said giraffe. I took a guess, and I was like, I guess I was kind of
You
close.
almost got it. You almost got it. I imagine rhinoceroses have really big hearts as anatomically.
I don't know if it makes him better.
I don't know.
His blood pumps twice as hard.
Yeah. That blood pressure is high as hell. Wesker reveals his plan to steal it and sell the data. Jill turns on him and triggers the mansion's self-destruct sequence. Every laboratory needs a self-destruct sequence. The Tyrant awakens, killing Wesker and rampaging through the facility. As alarms blare, the survivors Chris, Jill, Rebecca, and Ada flee toward the freight elevator while battling hordes of zombies and hunters. The group reaches the surface just as the Tyrant smashes through the walls. A rescue helicopter piloted by LaGuardia drops a rocket launcher. Jill tosses it to Chris, who fires and obliterates the Tyrant. The survivors are airlifted away as the Arclay Mansion explodes in flames, erasing all evidence of Umbrella's secret experiments and everything Chris once called home.
Seems like a fairly faithful retelling.
Yeah.
I would say
there's a few liberties
with
for
enough
like
variation
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
After running through the synopsis, you know who I would have direct that? Danny Boyle.
Sure.
That'd be an interesting one.
28 Days Later.
28 Days
Another
Later.
zombie
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, 28 Days Later came out a few years after this.
2002.
Yeah, so a few years after this. So we could have had a young Danny Boyle.
That would have been cool.
I hesitate. I always hate it when people make movies. Not me personally, but I hate the discourse around it. Like, especially if they like race swap characters, and they're like, "That's not accurate in the lore. That's not accurate in the lore." It's like, shut up,
Weren't you complaining about Leon Kennedy's casting in the most recent film recently?
Brad. Why don't you read the next? Brad, you keep going. Keep going.
Leon is way sexier.
Leon's a white guy. Come on, sexy, brown-haired,
He has way bigger
tall drink of water.
muscles.
Tall drink of water.
I will be the first person to complain about a casting, but not because of gender swapping or racial issues. It's because they miscasted Ellie in The Last of Us, and I think it killed the show, and I will never forgive them.
I agree with you on that.
This radio play was released between December 9th, 1997 and February 24th, 1998, called The Doomed Raccoon City. After the success of The Tragedy of Makoba Village, Capcom and Flagship made plans to promote RE2 with a 24-part prequel story.
Ambitious.
Don't miss a week, because it's a radio play.
I mean, it's no different than like a sitcom, though. Like a sitcom usually runs for like 24 episodes a season, something like that.
But there's good, when the reruns happen.
That's true. I have to stay up 24 weeks in a row till 2 a.m. on a Monday. I got work on Tuesday just to listen to this radio show.
The series aired during the Satake and Hayashibara's Lawless School, which aired on Tuesdays at 9 to 9:30 on Nippon Cultural Broadcasting, with Radio Osaka airing a repeat of the show on Sundays at the same time slot.
Oh, that's not bad. You can stay up.
Yeah.
9 o'clock is
Yeah,
doable.
you just skip like Johnny Carson or whatever came. No, it's before Johnny. It's before
David
the Late
Letterman.
Show.
This was after Johnny
This is
Carson.
David Letterman.
Yeah, this is the Letterman era.
I think Jay Leno in his early years.
I don't. Yeah.
Takes
What do
place,
you guys think? This Resident Evil.
Takes place in August 1998 amid increasing monster sightings around Raccoon City and just prior to the full contamination of the city's water supply. In August 98, Raccoon City seems peaceful, though reports of animal attacks are growing more frequent. They let this happen for longer than they should before someone's like, we are having an issue.
Yeah, I think this is a problem.
A lot of
people are getting
going,
eaten.
They're missing.
Yeah, they're getting eaten.
Jane, a 17-year-old student, lives with her mother, Anita, and her father, Nick, a truck driver for Umbrella. His alcoholism and temper strain the household, and Jane longs to escape her bleak life, as all 17-year-olds do.
Yep.
She goes to Spencer Gifts and buys coffee mugs and band
Penis
T-shirts
straws.
and dildos.
Yep.
She got one of those studded black and white belts that everybody wore.
Yep.
Actually, no, that's like, I'm so out of whack.
This also was the 90s. This also was the 90s. Everybody had a wallet chain.
This is very grunge at the time.
She got a flannel and some Jankos.
Hell yeah. And some airwalks.
I'm clashing two different things there. That's not going to work.
Anita takes
No, that totally worked.
Anita takes
I wore
Jane.
that. I wore that in the 90s. That was literally my wardrobe. Airwalks, Jinkos, and flannel.
You still are wearing it,
I am, aren't I?
and you have the mohawk.
God damn it, I am wearing it.
And I am
can't grow up.
And I'm a muscular black man.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Anita takes Jane on a weekend hike in the mountains. A storm forces them to seek shelter in the burned out ruins of a mansion. Fucking so in this already. Remnant of the research facility from the first game destroyed months earlier. Inside, the air is foul, and they find signs of decay and a corpse hanging from the ceiling, proof that something inhuman lurks nearby. Terrified, they flee into the night. Returning to the city, the local news mentions odd illnesses and missing people, but people just kind of still fucking go along.
Yeah, just like, wow, a lot of people are getting sick all of a sudden.
I'm going to the store. You need anything?
Yeah.
At least fucking.
Want to grab a drink?
It's like very
My
Shaun.
next door neighbor went missing.
Yeah.
It's very
Hated that
Shaun
guy.
of the Dead when he's walking around and there's zombies and he just doesn't notice.
Yeah.
He just slips on blood in the convenience store. Oh.
Very like that. At home, Nick acts agitated and ill, muttering about a chemical spill on one of his transport jobs. Anita expects it's just him drinking again, but he's pale, sweating, and bleeding from his eyes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Coors Banquet.
Yep.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That's what Paps does to you.
Oh, he's just hungover. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, he's drinking. Jane visits their neighbor Norman, who has also fallen sick. He raves about the ghosts in the city's water and attacks her before collapsing. Fucking love that.
Yeah.
The ghosts in the water, which sounds like the crazy talk, and then later on you realize he's right.
So the rats did it.
Meanwhile, the city's morgue is reporting missing corpses, and police dismiss it. Oh, it's hysteria. There's corpses missing.
We should probably look into that.
It seems like there's an issue.
Nah, we're fine, guys. We're fine.
You guys watching the game tomorrow?
Yeah. Making hot dogs.
A heat wave grips the city, and people complain of itching and fevers. Nick grows more delirious, alternately violent, and weeping.
Oh.
Jane and Anita consider fleeing Raccoon City, but roadblocks and police warn them not to, keeping them trapped. Strange screams echo through the streets at night.
Everyone's like, still fine. We're okay, guys. We're just going to put barricades up here. We're not going to let you leave, but
We got to get fabric softener on
Yeah.
the way home.
It is just important to remember not to panic.
Everyone remain calm. The infection explodes. People stagger in the streets, attacking others. Emergency sirens sound across town, and Jane locks herself and her mother inside their house. But Nick returns home in a frenzied state, infected and blood-crazed. A struggle erupts as he turns on them, shouting incoherently. Nick bites Anita. Jane fights him off with a kitchen knife as the house catches fire from overturned lamps and spilled alcohol. The blaze spreads rapidly. Jane tries to drag her mother to safety, but Anita collapses bleeding, and the house collapses in flames.
Spilt alcohol? What is this motherfucker drinking? ISO?
Yeah,
this guy's
He's
a
drinking
terrible-
isopropyl alcohol?
yeah.
he's got a problem. His eyes are bleeding.
I mean, when
Found
you
him in the bathroom drinking hand sanitizer.
yeah, that's a problem. That guy needs help.
Authorities find the ruins and report the tragedy as a domestic accident. I think something else is going on.
Wow.
Caused by Nick's drunkenness.
Typical husband and wife altercation here. Close it up, Nick.
We got to get our numbers up. We're going to just go ahead and say it's Salt.
Yeah.
It was wild. He got drunk on hydrogen peroxide and tried to kill her. Burnt the house down.
Classic case.
It
Classic
happens
case.
once a week.
Citizens keep falling ill. Raccoon City goes to shit. The T-virus contamination of the city's water supply has begun quietly sealing its fate. And in Volume 2, the outbreak has reached the downtown area of the city. Dr. Linda Pearl and her staff faces patients with rapidly deteriorating symptoms, flesh rotting, skin peeling, pupils dilating, and threatening to turn into zombies. Linda desperately tries to fight the unknown disease, orders a cellular activator injection and isolation of a special ward. The infected people are now attacking the healthy.
Ooh.
Linda and others attempt to navigate corridors in the hospital and city streets where they are chased. She discovers the confidential files belonging to Jill Valentine that may contain data about the outbreak or an Umbrella cover-up. Linda and her allies uncover the link between the water supply and Umbrella's experiments. They attempt to expose the corporation as the culprit behind the outbreak, sweeping Raccoon City.
And Barry Burton was fine because he doesn't drink water. He only drinks alcohol.
Straight whiskey, that man.
It was totally fine.
Straight
He's the
whiskey.
only one.
Yep.
He doesn't even put ice in his drinks.
Nope.
So everything's neat.
Just drinks it straight out of the bottle.
Don't put any junk in my bourbon. I like it.
So it was a 24-part series. Did they air all of it? Like, this is like that was completed. They did that.
Well, it was a 24-part radio play, so they'd be like, these are long. This is a very paraphrased paraphrase.
Yeah.
So, like, you'd probably tune in for like
Well, a lot
it was-
happens here.
They were a half an hour, so this would be a 12-hour long series altogether, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a full, streaming series today.
Yeah, true. In 1998, February 7th through August 31st,
We are in it, guys. This is the most batshit thing you'll read this year.
I have
60
I
volumes.
have no idea what I'm about to read.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
We have
I don't know either.
Biohazard 2, the comic. Published from February 98 to April 99, it spanned 60 volumes with 4 or 5 issues released per month. It should be noted that only the first 14 issues followed the game's storyline. The succeeding volumes were all original stories.
Very original stories.
Oh my God, I'm reading ahead.
Bath salts original stories.
So here's the plot.
Here we go.
Umbrella Corporation's deranged CEO, known only as God,
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
seeks to fulfill an
You can call me God.
Okay.
All right, we
I
are
guess.
starting off strong. Damn. All right, so God seeks to fulfill an ancient prophecy foretelling humanity's destruction and rebirth through the G virus and lost ancient technology.
And
What
lost
the-
ancient technology.
Wow.
Wow, we are getting
Wow.
this is already in the
Assassin's
weeds.
Creed.
We in the
level.
weeds already.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
From his European stronghold, he plans global annihilation disguised as divine evolution. Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
What's his name?
God.
God. Yeah.
Let him
How
in.
do you spell that?
just how you think it's spelled.
You get an email meeting with God, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Under direct orders from President Clinton. Oh my God, we got
Hey there, Chris. Chris, I'm going to need you to go there and take care of this.
Take care of God for me, okay?
You're going to meet with God.
Jesus. We got Bill Clinton in the mix now.
Yeah. Oh, Monica, get away.
Under direct orders from President Clinton, Chris Redfield and the Stars assault Umbrella's European HQ, which I believe is an act of war at that point.
It's undercover.
Undercover.
So
okay.
far, we're pretty accurate with the lore because Chris said he was going to the Umbrella European HQ.
That's
And-
true. But did you know, however, God escapes
No.
by undergoing a grotesque operation that preserves his brain inside a jar, vowing
Let's
to
go.
continue his
Let's
mission of
go.
godhood.
Is this Krang from the Teenage Mutant
So he's
Ninja
doing like
Turtles?
some transhumanism shit.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to like
Dude, he can do everything.
I want this comic book series.
Resident Evil 2 happens. The team escapes the Doom City and reunites with Chris. After Raccoon City disaster, Chris, Leon, Claire, and their is that an AI companion, Microsoft?
Yes, that's the name of their AI companion, Microsoft.
So we have God.
Yes.
We have
Now
Bill
we have
Clinton,
Microsoft.
and we have Microsoft, which means Bill Gates exists in this universe somewhere.
Yeah.
What are we going to call our AI companion?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Oh my God.
We'll call him Apple. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right. Yeah. No, Microsoft way better.
Okay, so we got Chris, Leon, Claire, and their AI companion, Microsoft, form a new task force, the Biohazard Special Team, otherwise known as BHST.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Their mission, this is a very easy one. Everybody this is so easy.
Can you title this episode with this line right here that he's about to say?
I'll put it in the description.
Okay, all right.
All right,
put it in the description somewhere.
Listen up here, BHST. Your
People would be
mission-
so confused if this was just the episode title.
Yeah.
Listen here, BHST. Your mission is simple. You got one mission.
All
one
right,
mission
we're
only.
going to need you to do one thing only.
Stop God's rising empire. You got to stop God's rising empire. Oh my God!
Amazing.
Their
Amazing.
pursuit leads them to a technologically advanced artificial island in Asia, where Umbrella's influence runs deep. Conflict arises between Leon and Chris over evidence that Ada may still be alive.
She is alive.
I knew it.
I swear to God, she fucking likes me, dude.
Just stop. She's dead.
She's totally into me.
There's plenty of fish in the sea, man. So then we have, oh Jesus Christ, the possession of.
Injagi.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Inzaghi.
Yeah. Injagi. Yeah. Okay.
Injagi. God transfers his consciousness into Injagi, the island's richest tycoon, seizing control of its media and populace.
Let's fucking go, dude.
All right. The purple-clad Umbrella agent reappears, leading a 10-man terrorist squad who deliberately infect themselves with the G virus, mutating them into monstrous holy warriors.
I am so
Nice.
excited.
Wow.
The city descends into chaos as the terrorists spread the virus. Leon confronts the agent, who reveals himself to be Leon's own fucking father.
Shit.
Oh,
Holy shit.
After being infected, he mutates
Larry
and dies.
Kennedy. Larry S. Kennedy.
Yeah, is that his name? Larry? Oh.
He just resurrects again as a flying G superbug.
Oh, no.
Super
Poor
being.
Leon.
Oh, I thought it was a superbug.
But could be a bug.
Yeah.
Super being.
Yeah, so great. He flies now.
He flies now.
Dad flies now.
What
Leon
the
and Microsoft travel to China to investigate the mystical different space. That's in quotes.
Keep
We
going.
We don't know what it is
I
yet.
want you to keep going. I want you to keep
Don't
going.
drink yet.
Yeah.
Leon and Microsoft travel to China to investigate the mystical different space, a supernatural realm filled with dinosaurs, giant lickers, and a talking dragon named Molong.
Let's fucking go.
Whoever's writing this
Molong.
comment is cooking so hard.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
There's nobody proofreading anything this guy's putting out.
Nope.
Molong, a talking dragon and dinosaurs?
There, Leon uncovers the truth about God's ancient prophecy and ancient civilizations' attempt to merge magic and biotechnology. Meanwhile, the bullshit crew, the BHSTs, fight back on the island, wielding the 7 sacred weapons. What is this? Fucking Hades 2?
I was going to say, how did the 7 sacred
I
weapons get
couldn't
involved?
put all 60 issues into this, guys.
Okay, that's fair.
Suffice it to say,
I feel like this needs its own episode.
Suffice it to say, there is 7 sacred weapons that they obtain
Okay.
All right, so
to fight 10 warriors, and they talk to a dragon named Molong.
Molong.
the Bisht crew,
yeah.
BHST crew is fighting back with 7 sacred weapons to destroy the mutant terrorists while awaiting Leon's return.
Always waiting for Leon.
That is incredible.
Well, there's still more.
So now we witness the miracle of the resurrection of Ada Wong.
That's my favorite part of the New Testament.
Yeah. I read it every day, every morning when I wake up. God successfully resurrects Ada Wong, intending to make her his queen in the new world. Leon's team arrives and confronts God, triggering a massive battle that releases a beam of G-virus energy.
We got a sky beam, folks.
Exactly. There's a satellite in orbit infecting the entire city once again. God appears destroyed, but the infection spreads uncontrollably, mutating citizens into self-aware killers. And this is where we see a new villain enter the chat. Reform becomes infected and develops grotesque tentacles that devour his own family. Seizing command of other infected, he becomes their leader and strikes a deal with Umbrella's remaining executives.
And that's just issue 1 of
issue-
60
Yeah,
issues.
I was going to say, we haven't even talked about issues 2 through 59.
This is when you're on that deep, dark web of like the internet and you're reading fan fiction that should not exist.
I'm envisioning the Charlie Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like little rant that he does with
The Pepe
words.
Sylvia.
Yeah, the Pepe Sylvia, yeah.
And Ada Wong, right? She's back.
Ada Wong, she's back, and everyone's
There's a
saying,
new
no,
one.
she's not back. Yeah.
And I go, Leon, your dad is God.
I didn't even tell you about the 7 sacred weapons.
Everyone's talking about the 7 sacred weapons. Where are the 7 sacred weapons?
Not only do these 7 sacred weapons exist, but everybody is waiting on them.
AI companion, Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're cooking.
Yep. Reform captures a missile silo and launches a G-Virus warhead at Hong Kong, transforming it into another city of death. Claire's in here, captures an infected subject, Perth, as part of Microsoft's attempt. Microsoft, the AI companion, not the company Microsoft.
Yes.
As a part of Microsoft's attempt to create a G-Virus cure. Sherry Birkin joins the research, but their mission is ambushed. The CENTCOM commander secretly an Umbrella mutant attacks during the fights. Back at the facility, the experiments go horribly wrong. Both Perth and Sherry mutate. Sherry into a powerful adult form. Perth into a raging monster. Microsoft reveals himself. You ready for this?
Yes, as
Dude,
Apple.
where I am
As
so
I am Apple, as a traitorous Umbrella agent and self-infects, causing total contaminant failure. Containment failure.
They wouldn't even trust AI back in the 90s.
Nope.
There's a lot going on.
Oh, it gets better, everybody.
You got to read this whole thing with just Firestarter by Prodigy on repeat.
Really, honestly.
This is Rammstein soundtrack.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yep.
Amid the destruction, Ada returns only to be thrown into a zombie horde by another survivor. Jealous of her relationship with Leon, it was Stoy.
It was me.
It was Stoy.
It was Stoy. He
me.
was there.
It was me all along.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
He's mine.
He's mine.
Sherry saves Ada, earning Leon's loyalty. But God reemerges, now merged with Leon's G-infected body,
What is happening?
becoming a single omnipotent being, the Leon G-virus god.
Leon G. Kennedy.
The surviving humans, Claire, Chris, and Leon's father, Larry S. Kennedy, try to resist as the sky falls with viral lightning. There is G-virus lightning in the background of this.
Oh my God, yeah. And then
And you know it's purple lightning, too. That shit's like...
Oh, yeah.
and then
That shit
fucking
purple.
G Unit shows up and just burns the house down.
And I feel like there's something else we miss here, because the next words I'm going to say, I don't know what we're talking about. The patron saints of the different space descend.
Yeah, we really missed a lot
It is
here.
I, Molong, the dragon saint. They descend to aid BHST against God. As global missile strikes rain down, God counters them with divine energy, generating massive storms. But
Molong. We forgot about Molong.
Molong, the dragon, turns on Ada, but Leon's lingering human side defends her, splitting the entity into good Leon and evil Leon.
What the hell?
That's the thing, though. There's only good Leon the whole way, you know?
I was going to say, I only know good Leon. I didn't know he had an evil side.
The two Leons battle.
Oh, boy.
Evil Leon, being God, attempts to kill Sherry, but her newfound powers overwhelm him. Good Leon channels all of his key energy into one final... Is this Dragon Ball Z? What? Into one final strike, colliding with God's punch in an apocalyptic blast. Defeated, God retreats to the heavens, dragging Leon with him for an eternal battle beyond Earth.
Wow.
As Sherry, Ada, and the patron saints ascend in light, the surviving heroes, Chris, Claire, and Leon's cured father, watch the sky brighten with a rainbow. The world is devastated, but life continues, echoing Leon and Ada's last message of hope. So that's pretty standard. I don't think it's anything
I was
weird
going to say,
there.
pretty typical Resident Evil story.
Honestly, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I'll say. Wow.
The issues for this comic book are not going for very much online. You can buy
Really?
an issue for like $15.
Okay. But I mean, like, I want, like, all the issues.
I know. I'm trying to find it because I
There's
want to
gotta
read
be-
this now.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I do too. It'd be interesting to do a reading of it.
I am not reading 60 issues of this.
I am reading 60 issues of this.
I'd listen to it.
It's online. You can read it for free.
Okay, wonderful.
This looks wonderful. Look at it. It looks so good.
Send that link to me.
The next comic is a little more normal.
Okay, we're now in March 1998. I just had to take my shirt off. Got a little overheated reading that.
We all just took a shower.
Yeah, we all did. Yeah.
All right, we have.
There's Leon gods fighting in an eternal
There's
battle of the
an evil
heavens.
Leon and a good Leon.
It just says Volume 1 comic, which is a 5-part anthology series of comics published by Wildstorm from March 1998 to February 99.
How are we going to follow that shit?
They set the bar too high. They got a talking dragon and God. partially. So Microsoft existed though, yeah, in '90. So they just blatantly just copied the name.
Yes.
That's insane. Yeah, so Wildstorm produces this comic from March 1998 to February 99, partially a retelling of events from the games. Here are some of the interesting short stories told in these comics. Ada and John. Through a series of letters to Ada Wong, researcher John documents the fall of Arclay Lab. His enthusiasm for the T-virus, medical promise, turns into horror experiments, experimental fucking horrifying mutations. Staff are infected, and he realizes Umbrella's true motives. Dying and infected, John sends Ada his login credentials to expose the truth, to which she looks at it, and she's like, that's my name. You're being a creep.
That's really creepy.
During the mansion's events, Jill Valentine finds him transformed and ends his life under Wesker's watch.
Ooh.
There is something called Wolf Hunt, which this sounds promising. Set at Raccoon City College. Ooh.
All right.
I'm already down with this.
Here we go. Yeah.
Let's get a little like
Young
cabin
college
in the woods.
co-eds,
A little cabin in the woods vibe.
Scream.
Keg stands.
Yeah, there we go. Set at Raccoon City College. Prior to the mansion incident, students and faculty are being attacked by a mysterious beast. Jill Valentine infiltrates the college undercover to
How do you do?
investigate
How do you
killings.
do, fellow kids?
No, what she does is like she just like lock picks her way like into somebody's dorm. And she's like, they got all the booze in there, and then everybody's like, we're throwing a party tonight. And that's how it
Then they
starts.
raise her up, and she's like the queen.
Yeah.
This is a college comedy story. This
Yeah.
is 22 Jump Street, 22 Raccoon Street.
So she goes undercover to investigate the killings. She's accompanied by fucking
Barry Burton.
Barry
Burton.
fucking Burton.
I'm
Let's
a student too. Barry,
Yeah.
it's not going to work, dude.
Wow.
You're a teacher. Fuck this. I'm going to the party still.
I don't even get tenure after this. This
Oh,
fucking
damn
blows.
it, Dad's here.
I love college chicks.
Jill is accompanied by Barry Burton and monitored remotely by Albert Wesker, who uses the mission to test her combat skills and capability or
Everything's always a
adaptability.
test with him.
Yeah.
The creature initially appears to be a wolf, but shown human-like intelligence and cunning, suggesting it may be a failed Umbrella experiment rather than a natural animal.
Yes,
Jill
think?
attempts to protect the students while hunting the creature using improvised weapons and stealth tactics. She discovers evidence that the attacks are linked to the Umbrella experiments being smuggled or tested in the area. All the while, Barry Burton
Is
shotgunning beers and telling people that they can do extra credit.
You're the master of unlocking. You're the master of unlocking. Everyone here, masters of
She
unlocking.
doesn't even go here.
Come here, kid. You pass that beer bong over here. Just
She's
give it here.
24
fill it up.
years old,
Have you ever
guys.
held a gun?
They'd say, where's Barry? He's like, 46, 47, 48.
This dude's unreal.
Holy shit.
I could use a hot dog.
So Danger Island is another comic. A couple, Stan and Leslie, arrive for a vacation on a remote tropical resort island. An Umbrella transport plane carrying G-Virus and other bioorganic weapons crashes on the island, releasing the viruses into the environment. You know, for a pharmaceutical company, they're not really good at, like, security.
They're in fact very bad.
They're very bad. Like, all the disasters that have happened, like, you know, the guys up top are like, guys, we got to fucking fix this. Like, we keep destroying all our samples and everything.
We lost another plane. Are you
God,
fucking kidding?
God damn it, we caused another outbreak? What the? God. Mutated creatures appear. A giant moray eel, mutated big cats, and other infected animals attack anyone on
like that.
site.
I don't know if they mean really fat house cats or like something a little more exotic.
Right, yeah, no kidding. Are we talking like mountain lions or something like that?
I'd be terrified if Martin was a fucking zombie.
Martin comes at you.
I'm still laughing at the more eels.
Zombie eels. Yeah, you laugh now.
It'd be terrifying, but if this was like, if this was a movie, the moment that thing pops out, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson's just like, and that's a moray.
When the moon hits your eye.
That's more of a Jack Black line.
Stan and Leslie attempt to
Probably.
survive by scavenging supplies and using a blue herb to treat their wounds. Umbrella's cleanup team, led by Dr. William Birkin, arrives to eliminate witnesses. Stan and Leslie are executed to prevent the incident from being exposed. Man, that ends real quick. Then we got Dead Air. Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Barry Burton are sent undercover to Europe to investigate Umbrella Labs. On a commercial flight, the airplane's water supply is contaminated with a fast-acting virus, which infects first-class passengers, including the pilot. As the infection spreads mid-flight, Chris, Jill, and Barry must protect uninfected passengers using whatever weapons they can improvise, like fire extinguishers and other emergency equipment. Of course, chaos erupts. Passengers panic, zombies attack, and structural damage occurs as infected crew members try to seize control. The trio suggests to maintain control and safely land the plane, demonstrating both their field experience and quick thinking under biohazard conditions.
Zombies in a plane. Cool idea.
I hate these
with these motherfucking zombies on this motherfucking plane.
Yeah,
But Barry would say it.
Barry is now Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm okay with that.
He's a
I'm okay
muscular black man.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Famously.
Famously.
J.K. Rowling's like, I never said that she wasn't a black girl.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Actually, she was in a wheelchair the whole time.
Back to your corner, JK. Back to your corner. We've had enough of you.
We've had enough of you.
Well, anyway. Night Stalkers. After the destruction of Raccoon City, Leon Kennedy is sent to Saguaro Wells.
I call them saguaro cacti,
Saguaro?
but when you go there, they actually pronounce saguaro.
Saguaro.
So either way, I'm wrong.
The G is silent.
Yes.
Like lasagna.
Yeah.
From the
What?
famous, that's a line by the famous poet Little Wayne. Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
How tall is he?
Oh, that makes sense.
I think he's average height.
3'4".
3'4".
Actually, it's like 6 foot.
That's not average height. What are you talking about?
No, he's
Little
got a
Wayne
song.
podcast is tomorrow.
Damn it.
All
Day
right.
early.
Stay tuned. So
He meets God,
after
actually, in the next one.
After the destruction of Raccoon City, Leon Kennedy is sent to Saguaro Wells, where locals report attacks by giant humanoid bats.
Let's go.
Investigating further, he discovers a secret umbrella lab led by Dr. Kalos, who is mutating humans into bat-like creatures controlled via a sonar device. So, bats are good with sonar.
Yeah.
That's the shtick. Leon is captured by umbrella guards, but disables the sonar, causing the bats to turn on the scientists. He escapes as the U.S. military destroys the lab with a missile strike.
This poor Leon.
Yeah.
First day of work.
Yes.
September
and he is
30th.
just thrust into
They'll never forget.
the craziest shit.
Well, and within 3 months, he's going to be a god fighting a dragon.
It's insane.
Yeah. This guy's been through it.
It's my first day. I'm in digital cyberspace with some dude named Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. My best friend is named Microsoft. What the
Barry's
hell?
got some sacred spear he found.
I found the love of my life.
Where'd you get that spear? I don't know. It was
I now
just-
have an evil twin? What the hell?
There's a dragon right now, guys.
Dad?
Special Delivery is another one of these stories. During the events of Resident Evil 2, an Umbrella helicopter delivers bioorganic weapons to various locations in Raccoon City. We know this helicopter, including Mr. X at the RPD, a pulp spore at Frisson Chemicals, and a tyrant with a bomb at a secret rival lab. There's a secret rival lab of Umbrella.
Sure, why not?
While attempting to deactivate a remaining canister, a tentacled reptilian creature escapes inside the helicopter, killing both pilots. As he fights with the monster, the helicopter flies out of control and begins to crash. And the monster's words finally become clear. No loose ends. Okay there, bud.
Calm down.
Take it easy, buddy.
Zombies abroad. Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Barry Burton struggle with a zombie-infested airplane and crash land in Europe. They continue their mission to investigate Umbrella Labs, facing scattered T-virus outbreaks across Europe, fighting zombies at the Tower of London, Westminster
Whoa.
Abbey, Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussauds. That's like a
I have no idea.
what is that? Like the fake people, wax figures, the
Yeah,
wax people.
maybe.
Oh, is that the Wax Museum?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who's the psychic? I thought Madame Tussauds was the psychic.
That's Miss Cleo.
This Miss Cleo.
The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, a windmill in Amsterdam, and Munich's Oktoberfest.
Not
Barry,
Oktoberfest.
Barry is eating
Barry's
good.
like, let's go to Germany, guys.
What do you mean I don't have an hour that I can go drink?
He knows one sentence and one sentence only in German, and it's Ich will ein Bier.
It's all zombies wearing the lederhosen and Oktoberfest gear.
I love this.
Yeah.
I would want like a 60-volume series there of Barry fighting zombies at Oktoberfest. Barry kills a
Capcom,
zombie.
get to work.
Barry,
I'm just gonna make it.
Barry kills a zombie in Westminster Abbey, dubbing himself the Knight of the Zombie Killers.
Barry dubs himself as the
You can't knight yourself, Barry.
Yeah, you can't.
Their search leads to Queck Castle in Fusen, where they split up. Jill finds a torture chamber with a photo of twins, Kane and Abe, Umbrella
Ooh,
scientists. Chris discovers a secret passage in the armory via switched armor helmets, and Barry finds Abe's study and reads his diary, revealing that Kane injected himself with an unknown substance and mutated, while Abe searched desperately for an antidote. Suddenly, the STARS members face multiple threats. Jill with giant rats, Chris with living suits of armor, and Barry with a hangover the size of Oktoberfest.
Barry doesn't have hangovers. You know that. He stays drunk the whole time.
You can't be hungover if you never stop.
Exactly. Motherfucker is an expert.
This is good on living things.
One day that hangover is going to catch up to me and I will die.
It's going to be a very dark day for old Barry.
Yep.
But not today.
Not today.
We have a little edition here called "And the Last Shall Be First." Here we go. Dexter Wiltham, a brilliant but bullied college student at Pine Grove Academy, steals a vial of the G virus from the Umbrella warehouse. Pushed past his limits by classmates, Dexter injects himself and transforms into a monstrous tyrant.
those guys.
Now, this is a classic tale. If you're being bullied, don't inject random things from labs into yourself.
It's not worth it.
I don't understand your game plan here,
It's
Dexter.
really not worth it.
Yeah, just like join the chess club or theater, find some friends.
Go to
that
the
aren't
gym.
gonna,
Go to the
give you
gym.
orgies.
Maybe lift some weights a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to show them. I'm going to inject myself with some random fucking virus.
You went straight to the worst case scenario. Straight.
Sure did. Yeah. There's no going back from this.
You skipped a few steps there, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, he was afraid snitches get stitches, so he had to do something drastic.
If fucking that dragon Molung shows up in Resident Evil Requiem, I swear to God.
I just wonder what kind of voice Molung would have.
Hi,
everybody.
No, it would be the deep, powerful, Shenlong from Dragon Ball Z.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had to have a lame voice.
There's other patron saints, though, of the different realm. We can go weird with it.
Yeah.
There's the clown that talks like a snake.
Is this real?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, we can do whatever we want.
So poor Dexter here is now a monstrous tyrant.
Oh.
He embarks on a murderous rampage targeting his tormentors one by one. Ruthie, his only friend, witnesses the carnage and tries to intervene.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Dexter is finally incapacitated by Mr. Vink using an anti-BOW weapon. That's drastic, but situation calls. Awakening in a hospital cured of the virus. So he survives? Yeah. He awakens in a hospital cured of the virus. Dexter is offered a position at Umbrella.
You're perfect. What the hell? You're perfect, kid.
Impressed by his intelligence and efficiency,
You're
hinting
good.
his future as a morally unrestrained scientist. So, yeah, we know you stole from us, but
We know you're a little bit unhinged.
We know
but
you're super
We think you're
dangerous.
perfect.
we're picking up what you're putting down.
How about 6 figures,
Health
top
insurance.
floor office?
We're going to give you a company laptop, a company car.
We're going to give you a mansion on a remote island in the North Sea.
This is your assistant. His name is Microsoft.
Exactly. He's not evil. Not evil, we promise.
Microsoft.
He's not evil, we promise.
So that's wild. We also have Kane and Abe, which just throw the L on there. We know what you're
come
doing.
on. Yeah, we
know what you're doing.
We know what's happening.
You're not
Wait a
being
second.
smart.
You think they're talking about Cain and Abel?
I believe so.
What?
That's where my brain goes.
Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Barry Burton regroup in Quake Castle. Sure. That's how you say that. After surviving prior threats, living armor, skeleton zombies, the normal stuff. Jill encounters Abe, an Umbrella scientist, and his mutated twin Kane, who is beyond reason. The team confronts Kane while Abe sets the castle to self-destruct. Chris fights Kane, but Barry kills him by force-feeding a live grenade to Kane.
Love that.
The STARS members escape the exploding castle. Outside, Chris wonders if they've ended Umbrella, but Jill warns that the threat persists. Claire Redfield and Leon Kennedy arrive in Fusen searching for Chris at the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be right after the second game then.
After the whole gods and the fight in the skies and viral lightning, everything else afterwards.
Yeah, everything else is like,
Oh, you just did
this is
something-
another cool story, I guess.
It is
seems
something kind
like
of safe.
It seems like small potatoes.
Yeah, it really does. So
There's no dinosaurs.
yeah, there's no talking dragon. What? Anyway, in November of 1998, I guess. You guys remember the GameCom? No one remembers the GameCom.
I remember it.
I've
Yeah.
talked about it a
I
whole
had
bunch.
one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I had one.
I actually talked. You really?
I think I had one.
You did? Okay, all right.
this might be my brain imagining things, but I know I held one and I played one.
Okay, all right.
I think I had one.
So we had Resident Evil 2 for the GameCom. This was a kind of like a handheld, like a cheap handheld device that was also a phone. Was that the one, or am I thinking of something
You're
else?
thinking of the Nokia N-Gage.
The N-Gage. That's what I was thinking of.
Now this
T-Mobile
had
Sidekick.
like Palm Pilot features. You could like write emails on here.
That was it. Yeah, it was like a
which
BlackBerry.
Nobody ever would
Because it was like a
it's
BlackBerry.
stupid.
Yeah. So following the release of the original PlayStation edition of the video game Resident Evil 2 in January of this year, Tiger Electronics released a sprite-based 2.5D version for their GameCom handheld in late 1998. It
What?
included only...
Is 2.5D.
It's, what?
It seems like a parallel universe.
The Octopath Traveler?
Yeah,
What do they
think
call that?
like those like sprite-based 3D-ish remakes that they're doing with everything now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Except imagine a black and white screen that has about 25 pixels altogether. And you're
25
trying
whopping
and
pixels.
you're trying to move in a semi 3D space.
Would Hades 2 be 2.5D? Because you can like, it's top down, almost 2D, but you can move behind objects and in front of them.
Yeah, sure. And and actually Hades 2 is rendered in 3D, where Hades 1 is actually rendered in 2D, which
Oh.
is why Hades 1 has a bigger file size than Hades 2. I was doing some research the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Continue. I'm sorry. I just had a question.
This game included only Leon Kennedy's story path and removed several of the original game's core features for obvious reasons. It could be seen as attempting to boil Resident Evil 2 down to its bare essentials, killing zombies and collecting items. I mean, what else are you going to do? However, with the poor frame rate and lack of visual fidelity afforded by the GameCom, it failed even in this regard. Despite this, it is known as one of the best games for the Tiger GameCom, which is not saying much.
The bar is low.
The bar's not saying much. Yeah.
It is the best game I've played on a potato.
Yeah. Of all the games I've played on this potato. So Claire Redfield, who is the alternate protagonist of the original game, does not exist within the game in any capacity. Also missing are the temporary play characters, Ada Wong. I don't even want to play this. I don't even want to read the rest of this. Ada Wong's not in this?
Nope. No
Anyway.
Sherry Birkin.
And no Sherry Birkin, as well as other speaking NPCs from the original game.
You almost bought this the other day.
I did. I saw it. It was $80, and I was like, I
half-price
don't think
books,
so.
right?
It was $80, and I was like, I don't have a GameCom, but
It'd be cool.
how often do I see this thing out in the wild? Not very often.
The half price books close by.
Yes,
I was there today.
it was not there, was it?
It's not there.
No.
I
Someone
looked.
grabbed it.
Someone grabbed it.
Or did you go back?
No,
And you know what?
I did actually go back, but for an unrelated reason, my wife really wanted Taylor Swift albums and wanted to go there and look.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm just going to be in the video game section, and I was like, oh,
Which is surprisingly robust. There's also video games in the clearance section in the back, I found out today.
oh, there are.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's probably copies of Madden 2006.
A lot of sports games.
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of figured, yeah.
Those get recycled.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to be under the umbrella Volume 1. Now, there will be, I think, 5 or 6 instances of the Under the Umbrella show.
I gotta
Depending on
imagine
how-
so, yeah.
Depending on how big they get, there might be more. Or might be fewer. But good stuff.
Yeah, no, it is. It's wild. It's, I would say with the first and second game, they really could have gone anywhere, and they tried everything. It sounds like
And a lot of
see
these,
what sticks.
a lot of these ideas, you can see some of what would come later. The ideas of like remote villages or cults kind of being interwoven, families, clones.
Yeah,
It's interesting seeing that a lot of the ideas that they would kind of revisit later, they had kind of explored in a limited capacity before.
yeah. Like you said, I think we were talking about that, like Island, with the twins and stuff like that, and the clones, like could be a precursor to like, hey, let's use this in Code Veronica.
Very Code Veronica.
Yeah, and then the village thing, on that Norse island, it's like, well, this could be Resident Evil Village years down the road.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. And then the most batshit comic book series ever fucking made.
Yeah, wild.
Yes, we could have done that as an entire 2-part series.
I feel like we could have. It sounds
And-
like by reading it.
Maybe after we cover Resident Evil Requiem in 2 years, we can revisit that at some point
Yeah.
if there's demands. But thank you so much for listening today. If you've made it this far, you have great taste.
Yes, you do. Thank you for listening to us this far.
And if you wanted to get access to the next episode of Zombie Dogs early, our Patreon supporters get it every other week, whereas the main feed that you're probably listening to this on gets it once a month. So if you want access to a lot more episodes in a quicker fashion, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast. You'll also get access to a lot of other bonus perks from our other shows like Retro XP.
Yep.
Elden Dogs, a lot of Elden Ring content on there, a lot of good things. So make sure to check that out. And special thanks to our Patreon executive producers, Brainsucker Brian Ward, Crimson Head Christy Nick, Kipper the Liquor, Philium Birkin Wright, Tyrant God Melly, Jordan Hunter Alpha Hoff, Kelly Gravedigger Gutowski, Black Tiger Bryant Ross, Phil Just Las Plagas Phil, thanks Tyler, Justin the Molded Melly, Ejot Blade of Alexia, Spetsnaz S. Kennedy, and Tony the Progenitor Pepperoni. We appreciate your support.
We do. We really do.
And we will be back next time on Zombie Dogs to discuss Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
A star. I'll give you stars.
That's a safe word.
That's yeah.
That's actually the tyrant screaming the safe word the whole time.
Yeah, I know. And like Jill just keeps like attacking. Man,
She's a bully.
she is a bully.
Yep.
Turns out she was the bully the whole time.
And yes, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Goodbye.